is a video on the internet that millions of people have watched, and nobody agrees on what they are seeing. Not the police, not psychologists, not conspiracy theorists. Because in this video, something feels wrong, and once you notice it, you can't unsee it. We are talking about the final moments of Elisa Lam and the elevator footage that still has no clear explanation. It's July 2013. A 21-year-old student from Canada arrives in Los Angeles alone. Her name is Elisa Lam. She is smart, outgoing, curious. She writes about her travels online. This trip was supposed to be an adventure. She checks into the Cecil Hotel. Now, if you don't know the Cecil, it already had a reputation, decades of dark history, suspicious deaths, even connections to serial killers. But Elisa didn't seem worried at first. A few days into her stay, something changes. Her parents stop hearing from her, which was unusual, very unusual, because Elisa checked in with them every single day. No calls, no messages, nothing. So her family reports her missing. Police begin searching the hotel. They checked her room. No signs of struggle, no blood, no forced entry, just her belongings still there, as if she planned to come back. Then, 2 weeks later, police released something, security footage from inside an elevator, and this is where everything becomes unsettling. The elevator doors open. Elisa walks in. She looks normal at first, calm. She presses several buttons, more than one, actually, almost all of them, and then she steps back, waiting, but the doors don't close. She leans forward, presses more buttons, still nothing. The doors stay open, and that's when her behavior changes. She steps out in the hallway, looks left, looks right, quickly, like she is checking if someone is there, but we don't see anyone. She steps back inside, presses herself against the wall, almost hiding. Then she moves her hand in strange gestures, slow, deliberate, almost like she is talking to someone we can't see, or arguing, or pleading. But the hallway remains empty. The elevator doors remain open for nearly 2 full minutes, and then she walks out calmly and disappears from the view. That is the last confirmed footage of her alive. Now there is a part that makes people uncomfortable. The elevator was working. There was nothing mechanically wrong with it. But there is a detail most people don't notice the first time they watched. And once you hear it, the whole video feels different. The elevator had a door hold feature. If you press multiple buttons in a certain sequence, the door will not close. They stay open, exactly like in the video, which means the elevator wasn't malfunctioning. Someone was holding it open, but who? Elisa or someone else? Days pass. Search teams check the hotel, even the roof, but they find nothing. The hotel guests begin to complain. The water pressure is low. The water tastes strange. Some say it's dark. Maintenance is gone. A worker climbs into the roof, checks the large water tanks, opens one, and inside they find Elisa, her body floating in the tank, 20 feet above the ground. The hatch was closed. There were no signs of forced entry. The roof had locked access and security alarms. So, how did she get there, alone, in the middle of the night, without being seen? The official ruling, accidental drowning. Investigators said Elisa had bipolar disorder. They believed she was experiencing a manic episode, possibly hallucinating, possibly confused, and somehow climbed into tank herself. But here is where people start questioning everything. The water tank was tall, heavy, difficult to access. The ladder to reach it wasn't easy to use, and closing the hatch from inside, nearly impossible. So was she really alone? There's another theory. What if someone was in the hallway, just out of camera view, What if Elisa wasn't talking to nothing? What if she was reacting to someone? Because here is something unsettling. The camera angle in the elevator doesn't show the entire hallway. There is a blind spot, and if someone stood just outside that frame, we would never know. And then there is the history of the Cecil Hotel. It became known for violence, crime, suicides, even infamous criminals once stayed there. Some people believe the building carries something dark, something oppressive, and when they watch the footage, they say Elisa don't look like someone hiding from a person. They say she looks like someone reacting to something unseen. But is that just imagination or something more? Here is what I want you to do. Imagine you are alone. It's late. You are in a quiet hotel hallway. You feel uncomfortable, not scared yet, just uneasy. What would make you press every button in an elevator? What would make you step out, look both ways, and hide? What would make you gesture at empty air? Because whatever it was, she believed it was real. And that's what makes this case so disturbing. Not the roof, not the water tank, not even the hotel's history. It's the footage, because you can see her fear, or confusion, or urgency. But you can't see the cause. And the human brain hates that. We want a villain, we want a clear answer, we want something to blame. But this case refuses to give it to us. Some say mental illness explains everything. Some say someone got away with murder. Some say we are looking at something we don't understand yet. But here's the truth. The video exists, the questions remain, and every time someone new discovers it, the debate starts all over again, because the scariest mysteries aren't the one where we see the monster. They are the ones where we don't know if there ever was one. So now I will ask you, when you watch the elevator footage, what do you see? A tragic accident? A crime that was never solved? Or something else entirely? Let me know what you think, because this mystery still isn't closed.